Hey y'all, what's up? What's up, y'all? This is Rom back at you with yet another couch video. Still no car videos for a few days. I still gotta get another car. Like, my car still runs, but you know, I'll be driving, y'all be like, wait, Rom, what's that bump in the background? So it's like I can still get where I'm going. I'm just more careful how I'm driving and everything. Like, it still works, but you know, I don't want to interfere. But you know what? Want to talk about it's two different worlds, man. You know, because I've been seeing getting some chatter and some comments even here and there about people having problems with that whole self-improvement thing, the whole self-improvement summit, even beforehand, and you know, even afterwards. And you know, but it's a deeper thing to that. It's a deeper thing. Because y'all know I use the term select and non-select, but really it's semantics. It could be alpha, beta versus beta, 20% versus 80%, whatever. And that conflict, you know, is just basically over one group of men will have, not even so much as positive relationships with women. That's definitely it. But, you know, they just do better with women. The women actually like will actively try to seduce the select men, the alpha men, whatever. They gonna come for them. I mean, you know, seriously, even at this self-improvement thing, you know, at the after party, the people who attended could see what's up. They could see what's up with the principles for this thing. You know, they could see, they could see who I was with. They saw C Boogie operating. They saw Cousin Tita operating, saw C Doug operating, you know, and they could see the reaction and everything. And it's like, shoot, we weren't dealing with like ratchet women or anything. We weren't dealing with ratchet women. Shit, the women were like top notch, or you know, like baby moms and stuff. You know, these were like some fine ass women. So, and it's like it was a totally different thing. Whereas for like the dudes who probably be in that non-select thing, they probably get rejected, you know, that beta thing, or have trouble. And so, you know, they get on here and they'll be saying all this fuckery, because part of it is, since they can't deal with the top notch ones, they got to deal with the women who are bottom feeders, you know. But that's a totally different world. You know, that's why I don't talk about it as much. You get somebody, well, he don't talk, that's not my world. I don't mess with bottom feeders. I barely see them. You know, only way I actually see them, they got to get right in front of me. And even then, I'll step to the side, say, go ahead. You know, seriously. You know, kind of like stepping past a dead carcass on the road or something. You just that's how I look at it. But see, some other guys, that's all they have to deal with, because they know, like, the top notch women ain't giving them the time of day. And you know, so they'll try to say some stuff, you know, usually behind, you know, avatars or something, or where somebody can't really see where they at. You know, or try to say all this other stuff because, well, one, they don't live in that world. And that's the main thing. It really is two different worlds. It's two different worlds. And I even did a video one time talking about how hard it is to communicate, because you got two different experiences. Like I did a video a long time ago, and I said, you know, God know he's select if the women trying to seduce him. And the way women try to seduce is they'll try to get in that position where the man can't approach. They'll place themselves in a position where a man will approach them. That's part of their seduction. Or they'll wear certain clothing. They'll do something. Even at that club we were at after the summit, the one I attended with them and stuff, I was looking around at the women. They were dancing. They were doing all sorts of stuff to get attention. You know. But they wanted this from specific people. And the ones they couldn't get attention, they'll put themselves by you and everything, you know, because even though I was with the you know, the petite young lady, there were a couple women there who would one even like touch me around my waist and stuff. I was like, she get past me. I was like, wait, you could have, you know, it's like, wait a minute. But you know, but that's a different perspective from somebody who You know, the women just totally ignoring him, or they looking at him like a roach or something. And that's just a reality. And it's the unfortunate thing is, it makes communication hard, and it actually exasperates conflict, you know. And that's bigger than like anything happening here on YouTube or anything. I've seen that in the real world. I've seen guys try to put down the other guy. Now they'll do it verbally, or they'll do it in a sense that other guy can't hit them back. Because you remember, I always talk about the body game and everything. I always talk about the body game, and you can usually tell a physical difference between select and non-select, or alpha and beta. In fact, a lot of times when women thinking alpha, they putting the body on there too. You know, like I did a podcast today talking about that whole intellectual thing versus the hump thing. Now they'll publicly say, oh yeah, we want the intellectual guy and everything. Then the honest ones will say, oh yeah, well he, intellectual, but he still got to be a certain bodybuilder and everything. Like you can actually tell it. Like I can go in a room, like I did this is a seminar I did years ago. I was actually just looking around the room, and I could pick out the select dudes automatically. Then when I would just walk up, say, hey, how you doing? Man, these women driving you crazy with stuff and calling you up, and they'd be like, dude, let me tell you, man. Oh yeah, that one over there, that one over there. Yeah, that's how deep that shit is, because I always talk about holistic, man. It's deeper than what your behavior is. In fact, I'm gonna tell you the truth, and I know this is gonna piss some people off. And this is, even though I talk about select, non-select, alpha, beta, that applies to all communities. A lot of people on here just talking specifically about the black community. Let's be real. If we're talking specifically about black women, they ain't chasing. It ain't so much they chasing Pookie and Ray Ray. They chasing the dudes they find fine, tall. Got a good body build, upper body and everything. You can see this, and there's been professional matchmakers who said this. Rebecca Lynn Pope had a video that went viral when she was talking about that. She said no matter what these guys had, the women just wanted to know how they looked, how they were built, how tall they were. So that physical thing, that's a big thing. That's a big difference. And even with myself, it was funny, right? One of the brothers, he probably shout yourself out, brother, in the comments, you feel like it. He was like, damn, I didn't know you was this big or tall. I don't know why. I guess some people thought I was shorter for some reason. I mean, I was shorter to T-Tar and C Doug, because, well, they both 6 feet. I ain't 6 feet, but I ain't like under 5'10" either. So, but nah, it's a real dynamic. I mean, and it does give you a different perspective. I mean, I'm just say personally, just give you a different perspective. That's why, I don't have that video. I don't have too many videos going hard on women or something, or talking about fuckery or some shit, because I ain't experienced it too much in life from women. They were cooperative. I was usually the one fucking up. The women were cooperative. Even some women who might have dealt with them, or for whatever reason they didn't want to deal with me anymore, they were always peaceful about it. They were always peaceful and still friendly, and still hit it later too. So and that's just speaking for me, but it's a totally different thing, because I've talked to dudes on both sides of the aisle. It's like the conversations are totally different conversations, and and even when I look at who follows me and who comments, I can tell. I can read the comment and tell where they stand at. Because they relate. They ain't so much like being taught by me or being hit with something new. They co-signing. Anybody can go through my comments and see, what these guys are co-signing. But then you get the guys who ain't there and they want to start some stuff, or they go back and do some long hangouts or something. I say, you ain't in that world. You ain't in that world. And they want a conflict, but shit. Like my man cousin Tito, he brought his boxing gloves with him, so that tells where he was at. Because that's another thing too, man. It's just it's just two different worlds, man. It's just two different mindsets, everything, you know? And the best, especially the non-select, the betas, the 80%ers can do is try to at least understand or try to learn, sit back and humble themselves and listen. Because one side can tell the other side, will probably freely share with the other side, okay, this is what you need to do. You know? Like I always talk that body game and stuff, but when you consistently see women throwing themselves at dudes with solid body builds, it's like, oh, boom. You know? When you consistently say that, when the women will tell you that shit. Let me shout out Cousin T-Tar. Remember I talked about a couple, both me and C Boogie told you about how he walked out of there with 3 women. Shoot, he didn't say anything to him. Shoot, those women were checking him out hard. And like I said, that dude built like a superhero. So I'm just like, that's the big thing. You know, I'm about to turn 55 in a couple days, but some people take me for younger. You know, some people take me for younger. And people can see, oh yeah, people saw me in person. They said, okay, that dude be doing stuff. They ain't no Adonis builder stuff. Because like I said, you know, got some solid here. I'm still stocky, but chill. But it's a different world. It's two different worlds. And the best, you know what, honestly, you got to accept that. People got to accept there's just two different worlds with this joint, man. I told you, I still had trouble looking at that one thing. I wish this was like a regular camera, because they can look straight ahead. But people just got to accept that, man. Don't get mad. You can talk all you want. You can say everything. You can try to call yourself roasting somebody, but you know, the streets is where it matters. See, one thing I liked about the after thing, that was the streets. That was the fucking streets. You see people up close and personal. You seeing how they operate. Because I'm gonna tell you what, it's one thing to be on camera here or behind an avatar, because you right there. You right there, you're not moving. You're not seeing, like right now, you're not seeing me move or anything like that, right? And you don't really need to. You don't really need to, because this is just information. But then when you see somebody actually out there, you know, because even at that, you know, when people saw me at the club with the young lady and stuff, people would probably say, damn, Rom dancing out there? We got under a spotlight. They're about ready for Dancing for the Stars, probably that. But still, I just had a fun. I'd say, fuck all that shit. But yeah, it's just two different worlds, man. I think the best thing that can happen, right, honestly, is just kind of respect. It's a different perspective. Try to learn that perspective. I've actually tried to learn more the non-select perspective, because even when I thought, back in the day, I thought I was non-select or something, I was just at the lower end of select. Seriously, because all my life there were always some women showing some interest. Like the first time I saw a vagina, a woman, I was way at 8 years old. This little girl just took her shit down in front of me. We playing chase. She let me catch her. She took her shit down. So it's like, it's a different perspective. I look back, oh yeah, there was always some women showing some interest, always. So it was a different thing. See, that's another thing with the select. I probably need to do a separate video. Truly select men don't have to chase that hard. You know, if they approach, even when they approach, it's more like a formality. The woman was peeping the dude from like blocks away and probably put herself in a position to be approached. You know, so it's a different thought. Now, some guys who ain't there, yeah, they're gonna struggle and everything. But see, like I said, that's why I preach the body game. I'm like, you know, if you hit a woman on that level, that primal level, which will make her vagina twitch, shoot, that makes it 1,000 times easier. So anyway, I wanted to say that, man, because you know, there's always been some conflict. People probably watch this and probably do some hangouts or whatever. But it's just a reality. And I would say this though, instead of the conflicts and all of that, let's take it to the streets. You know, maybe we need a contest. All the guys on who identified as the select side, we go to a club or some event with some women with the non-select guys and then see what's up right there. Seriously. That's one of the reasons why I really enjoyed the summit, because it's in the real world. And you can see what's happening. You can see it for yourself. You knew it wasn't doctored or anything like that. You right there, you're an eyewitness. You know? Let's see what's up. Otherwise, the best thing is just either everybody just do their thing, keep doing their thing, or just try to learn. Especially a lot of the guys who are having trouble, sit back and learn. Stop complaining. Stop complaining. And stop trying to put the guy down unless y'all want to get in the ring with the boxing gloves. Seriously. Seriously, yo. So anyway, it's just two different worlds. And one of the things, man, I'm gonna double down on a lot of shit. Now, people thought I was just chilling out, like, or last few weeks or something, but that was more a spiritual thing. Personally, I don't get into what how I actually walk spiritually, but certain times of the year, I'm chilled out no matter what's happening, but after my birthday Thursday, that's a different period. And some people know exactly what I'm talking about. That's when the fire comes. So, double down on it. Because, you got, like, at the summit, man, there's some powerful brothers there, man. Powerful brothers, could do nothing but rise to the top. So that's what I'm focused on. Any detractors, anything like that, keep talking. Keep talking. If you got a real problem, I'll tell Tito to bring the boxing gloves again. So anyway, that's all I got for now. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.